Welcome back to the channel. Today we've got something big to talk about. And when I say big, I mean internet-breaking big. Imagine waking up one morning to find that half the internet just stopped working. Your favorite apps, websites, and even major financial platforms suddenly down. And the reason? A single tech giant had a rough day. Yep, Amazon Web Services, AWS, went offline, and with it, billions of dollars vanished in a matter of seconds. But here's the twist. While the entire digital world was struggling to recover, one blockchain project didn't just survive, it thrived. The Internet Computer, or ICP, not only stayed stable during the outage, but actually gained over 6.6% in just 3 days, outperforming even Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. And now analysts are calling for a potential surge that could push ICP's price up to the $10 mark. So, what exactly is happening here? What does ICP's founder know that the rest of Wall Street is missing? And more importantly, could this be the start of something much bigger? Let's dive right into it. This video is for informational and educational purposes only. It is not financial advice. Always do your own research and consult a professional before making any investment decisions. At the time of this recording, ICP is trading around $3.12, with daily trading volume climbing past $67 million. But those numbers don't tell the whole story. What many investors overlook is that ICP is not just another altcoin lost in the sea of speculative tokens. It's actually one of only 20 cryptocurrencies included in the CoinDesk 20 index, a benchmark tracking the digital assets that truly shape the overall crypto market. Now, while the broader crypto space has been going through another round of pullbacks and uncertainty, ICP has quietly been outperforming some of the biggest players in the game. But this outperformance isn't just about price, it's about timing. And right now, the timing couldn't be more interesting. A few days ago, Amazon Web Services, the backbone of most modern internet infrastructure, experienced a massive outage. Websites went down, apps stopped working, and major companies lost thousands of customers in minutes. According to analysts, the world's biggest tech firms collectively lose billions every year due to server downtime, since their always-online services are only as reliable as the cloud providers behind them. That's where the Internet Computer steps in, and this is where it gets truly fascinating. ICP's founder and CEO, Dominic Williams, saw the AWS disaster unfold in real time and immediately made a powerful statement. He explained that the DFINITY Foundation, the organization behind ICP, is actively working to expand the Internet Computer so it can not only function on its decentralized network, but also integrate and extend across big tech's existing infrastructure, effectively combining decentralization with massive cloud-scale performance. In simple terms, ICP isn't just trying to compete with cloud giants like Amazon, it's positioning itself to absorb them, or at least make them redundant. Unlike AWS, Google Cloud, or Azure, the Internet Computer doesn't rely on centralized data centers. There's no single server, no single point of failure, and no corporate overlord deciding which services stay online or which apps can operate. ICP runs entirely on a decentralized, open protocol powered by independent node operators worldwide. That means if Amazon crashes, the Internet Computer doesn't. If your competitors' apps are offline for 6 hours, your ICP-based platform keeps working without interruption. For developers, businesses, and users who need 100% uptime, this difference isn't minor, it's transformational. And we're no longer talking about futuristic theory. This is already happening. As AWS outages and cloud vulnerabilities make headlines, the demand for decentralized computing alternatives is growing fast. Businesses can't afford downtime, and every outage pushes them closer to technologies that offer guaranteed resilience. ICP isn't positioning itself as just another blockchain. It's becoming the decentralized internet, a direct evolution of how digital infrastructure should work. Now, some people might be confused. If ICP is such a strong project, why has the token dropped 12.6% over the past week? Well, that's classic short-term volatility at play. The broader crypto market is currently cautious, with most investors waiting on macroeconomic data, Fed statements, and Bitcoin's next move. That kind of uncertainty always keeps retail investors nervous. But historically, this is exactly the type of environment where smart money starts buying. According to the analyst known as Profit Demon, ICP just touched the lower boundary of its descending channel on the 3-day chart, a technical pattern often associated with accumulation phases. In charting language, that means big players are likely buying quietly while prices are still low. Once that buying pressure builds up enough, a breakout tends to follow. And when it happens, prices don't just climb, they surge. Profit Demon's targets are clear. First $4.20, then $6, followed by $7.50, and ultimately $10. That's roughly a 220% upside from current levels, not just a trade, but a potential wealth-building setup for patient holders. Looking at historical data, every time ICP has dropped into this same price range, trading volumes spike, a strong signal that large investors are stepping in. You can literally see the pattern repeat. Retail panic selling, whales accumulating. That's textbook market behavior during consolidation phases. So the real question isn't whether ICP will rise again, it's about when that move begins. Price prediction models also reflect growing optimism. Digital Coin Price forecasts ICP reaching between $6 and $6.86 by late 2025, while Changely gives a more conservative range, projecting a minimum price of $3.42 with an average of $3.40 next year, a modest 7.2% ROI. But keep in mind, these projections often underestimate momentum, because when the Federal Reserve even hints at cutting rates or Bitcoin starts trending upward again, risk on assets like ICP can rally much faster than anyone expects. Let's take a step back and talk fundamentals. The internet, as we use it today, is a centralized web controlled by a handful of corporations. Every time you use a service, you're essentially trusting that AWS, Google, or Microsoft won't fail. But history keeps proving they do. Every outage, every data breach, every censorship controversy reminds us that our online world isn't truly free or stable. ICP flips that narrative completely. It's building a new kind of internet, one where applications live directly on the blockchain, not on centralized cloud servers. There are no middlemen, no permission gates, and no kill switches. It's a web that's open, resilient, and secure by design. And here's where it gets even more interesting. As more developers realize they can build decentralized apps on ICP without paying insane cloud costs or worrying about downtime, adoption is expected to accelerate rapidly. The tokenomics of ICP make this even more powerful. ICP tokens are used for governance, computation, and staking, meaning every new app, every smart contract, every transaction increases the demand for the token itself. This creates a flywheel effect. More usage leads to higher demand, which drives price appreciation, which attracts even more developers and users. Of course, no crypto asset is risk-free. Volatility remains part of the game, and regulatory pressure is still an unknown factor. If Bitcoin crashes, the entire market feels the shockwave, and ICP wouldn't be immune to that. But when it comes to asymmetric risk-to-reward potential, ICP stands out. The upside, both in terms of technology and price potential, far outweighs the short-term uncertainty. The setup looks clean, the fundamentals are solid, and now, with the AWS outage serving as a real-world stress test, ICP's value proposition has never been clearer. So let's wrap this up. While the centralized internet struggles with outages, downtimes, and billion-dollar losses, the internet computer is quietly proving that decentralization isn't just an ideology, it's a superior model for the future. With its unique architecture, growing ecosystem, and institutional-level potential, ICP could become one of the biggest beneficiaries of the shift away from traditional cloud dependency. The project's founder has already positioned it as a direct solution to one of big tech's biggest weaknesses, reliability. So whether you're already invested or just starting to pay attention, keep your eyes on ICP. The whales are accumulating, the technical indicators are tightening, and analysts are calling for a run to $10 by 2025. And as history has shown, moments like these, when everyone else is panicking, are often when the smartest moves are made. So, what do you think about ICP's current position? Are you bullish on its growth in AI and DeFi? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found value in this deep dive, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more breakdowns like this. Thanks for watching. Stay curious, Stay cautious, and I'll catch you in the next one.